Welcome back everybody, I'm Joseph and I'm ready to continue in this playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. We just got through the first geoglyph with Lady Impa in the last episode and slept here by the campfire. And before we head up to this tower, I wanted to go ahead and use my Amiibos for the first time. We have all this open area, so I have basically all of the Amiibos. I'm going to get them out and run through them. If anything unusual happens, I'll stop and show you, but for the most part I expect to just collect resources, so I will fast forward or just skip over this to the next part and tell you what I got. Alright, the Goron Champion fabric. Tough fabric bearing a Goron Champion's design. It looks like it could be used to make a paraglider. A little trick, if you want to get through the Amiibos and you have many of them, if you do one at a time, it takes a little bit longer than doing two at a time. And another thing I learned recently was that when you get a decayed weapon, if you want to go ahead and break it, then it will give you the opportunity to use the same weapon later in game, not decayed. But if you don't destroy a decayed weapon, the game will never bother to give you the pristine version. So whenever you get a decayed weapon that you don't actually want to keep for now, go ahead and destroy it, so that later, whether you find that same weapon from a treasure chest or some other special location or from an Amiibo, you will have already destroyed that weapon in its decayed form, and the game will potentially offer you the pristine form. Okay, so we got the Fierce Deity mask. I don't actually want to collect the clothing this way from the chests, so I will probably sell it, and then when we find it later in-game, keep that copy of the Fierce Deity's mask. Alright, we found Epona, and since she is kind of special, I will go ahead and register her, because I do want Epona, and I wouldn't just want to leave her stranded here just to get her another time from another Amiibo. Looks like you've caught yourself a steed. Do you want to register it? Yes, please. Spread. Understood. Your horse will be in good hands. New horse. Are you sure that you want to register it? Yes. Got it. The fee to register a wild horse is 20 rupees. Will that be alright? Totally. Thanks. Since you're registering a new horse, we'll add 1 point to your pony points. So we have a reward available and a second one if we just collect one more point. Oh, it looks like you've got some points saved up, Link. If you want to get a reward, step up to the side counter where I keep the ledger, then call me over. Okay, please enter a name for your horse. Hang on, this is Epona, the horse of legend. What are you thinking, trying to rename a horse of legend? Well, it wasn't my idea, Spren, it was yours. It'd be disrespectful not to mention confusing. So, Epona is it? Yes. Name registered? Do you want to take it with you or board it? Take horse. Alright, we'll take Bree into our care. And we will not forget about Bree, guys. I really like our first horse, so we'll take care of playing with Bree sometime later in the game, but I also want to give Epona some attention. That concludes the registration process. By saving up your pony points, you can get exclusive perks. For instance, you can change your horse's gear, its saddle, and so forth, or restyle its mane. If you're riding on a road, your horse will just naturally follow the path, as is its instinct. Travel by road if you want to leave the steering up to the steed and just enjoy the scenery. Ever since Hyrule Castle started floating, things have been falling from the sky. Almost makes you wonder if this is the end of the world. You know, you must be talking to the other owners of the other stables because they will say the same thing. We'll get Epona out of the way from where we're using the Amiibos, and then return to her later. The Mirror of Twilight fabric. Tough fabric bearing a Mirror of Twilight design. Looks like it could be used to make a glider. Alright, so it's funny that it doesn't actually tell us what a Mirror of Twilight is. So, it's funny, I doubt that Link would even have a point of reference. Okay, we got our second Epona. I'm not going to register two of them. I actually found out that you can do that, and I don't see the point. Oh, we got a better bow now. The Soldier's Bow. A bow designed for armed conflict. Inflicts more damage than a civilian bow, but it will still burn if it touches fire. Alright, we got a better shield too. But I like the stash we already have. Let's get rid of this one. Down to the very last Amiibo. This is Princess Zelda from Twilight Princess. Princess of Twilight fabric. A Princess of Twilight design. We will be able to take advantage of all of those later. Now, I was just about to say the reason for collecting all the Amiibos at this time was so that we would be able to have a large stash of cookable ingredients, and we would be able to sell meat skewers for rupees to Beedle. Unfortunately, we now have rain, so there is no point in trying to cook because it just won't work here outside. So I think I'll go ahead and take up the stable owner here on his offer to give us a night's sleep. Hopefully it'll be dry in the morning, and then we can light that fire and cook. And we got our first blood moon.
The glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land. The aimless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. The world is threatened once again.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? All except for that nightmare I had that there was a blood moon, Spren. As thanks for lodging with us, we present you with 1 point. Reward available? Now we've got 1 or 2 of them? I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like you've got some points saved up, Link. If you want to get the reward, step up to the counter. Yeah, we've heard this before. Come back again anytime. And it appears that, aside from the recent blood moon activity, that the weather conditions are proper for us to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. What we want to do is we're going to cook through all of these meats so that we will have enough rupees to purchase warmer clothing at Rito Village. Alright, that does it for all of the regular meat from birds and from boars and the like. So we need to find Beedle and sell him all of the cooked meats. There he is. Hi, coming by. Hey there, we meet again. Are you still moving forward on this little journey we call life? Well then, can I tempt you to buy? Or are you selling today? Look at what I've got. Alright, we do want to sell also the Fierce Deity mask, because I don't want to use it. I want to use the one that we find from a treasure chest during the game. Thank you for your business. Do you need anything else? I'd like to see what you got, Beedle. Arrows, fire fruits, warm darters, tireless frogs. All pretty tempting, but I'm going to pass today. Thanks, and goodbye, Beedle. Now we're ready to take off and get to the tower, activate it, and continue heading northwest so that we can find Rito Village and look into the mysterious phenomena that Purah told us about back at Lookout Landing. I'm half expecting to run into an enemy camp on the way to the tower. Okay, we got Shakala, Hestu. Hestu, my man.
Those trees over there. So scary. Shalaka.
They just look like trees. Hestu's concerns. Okay. I do believe he's probably facing some mean trees. So I don't want them to attack together. I want to go over to this side and get one at a time. I need to learn not to attack first. Let them attack, get out of the way, and then do my attack. Yeah, so like right now, let him go first, and then attack. And then... well, that one's on me.
Shalakala? The scary things are gone. You see me? You see me! My name is Hestu.
Okay, so Hestu is another casualty to the way that the game was designed. He doesn't remember Link, and that is a crying shame. I don't understand how somebody would take anyone playing Breath of the Wild a playthrough seriously without taking advantage of the fact that Hestu would have been regularly visited to expand Link's inventory. There's no way that Hestu would have forgotten Link. I just can't believe this. Like, if it wasn't for us, he'd have never got his special maracas back. I just have a hard time understanding why Hestu has forgotten us.
I'm the musician of Korok Forest, up northeast. I'm known for my maracas and my dancing. Thanks for your help, Shashaka. To show my appreciation, I'll do a little dance for you and make your pouch bigger. But my maracas aren't working anymore. The Korok seeds inside are all gone. How am I supposed to dance now? Shako! The children of the forest must have taken them again. If I had even one Korok seed, I could sing and dance and use my powers to help you.
I do have a handful of them. Let's go ahead and take advantage of this.
Korok seeds make a really great sound when you put them in maracas, but the seeds spilled all over the place when I broke my maracas. And I think the children of the forest took the seeds while I was all in a panic. Hang on. Do you have a Korok seed? You do? You got a Korok seed from one of the children of the forest. If you give me a Korok seed, I'll make your inventory bigger.
Yes, please.
Shalaka! So which stash do you want more slots in?
I want them all. So let's just expand all of them evenly, starting with the weapon inventory.
Shoke, I'll just need one Korok seed.
Here you go.
Let the expansion begin.
So festive. On a rainy, cloudy day, nothing brings Hestu down, except missing his Korok seeds.
Da-na-na-na-na. Expand a band, weapon stash, shakala. So, are you happy with it? If you bring me more Korok seeds, I'll expand your inventory again.
Hestu's concerns complete. Mine aren't. I still have a lot more expanding to do.
I'm in the middle of traveling. I'm thinking about heading east next. There's so many monsters these days that traveling is dangerous. What I'd like to find is somewhere I can relax. I like lively places. So maybe I'll go somewhere lots of people hang out. Wait a sec. You still have Korok seeds on you. I can smell them. I'll be here a little longer. Want me to make your pouch even bigger?
Yes. Let's start with the bow.
Shoke, I'll just need one Korok seed.
Here you go. We'll skip the repeat, because the tune's the same, but the color is green.
Da-na-na-na-na. Expand a band, bow stash. Shakala. Oh, look at the time. I've got to move on. I'll be heading east soon. I hope I can find a place where I can relax. I still don't have enough Korok seeds, so get out there and find more for me, okay? Alrighty, next time we meet, let's dance together.
So we do know that he headed to Lookout Landing, but I don't know if he's actually at Lookout Landing or if he's like part way there. So I'm hoping he's actually there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take care of the cave here with the Bloopy and the tower, and then I'm going to have a travel kit at the tower so that we can revisit Lookout Landing, see if we can find Hestu and expand the inventory some more, and then send ourselves back to the tower to press on the journey. Just one? Just two? Okay, that's more like it. Okay, this is a cave entrance, right? We should prepare for everything. Discovery of Lindor's Brow Cave. Let's try to get to that mushroom. No! Okay, we made it. You never know what you're going to find in the caves. Some of them are straightforward, small, easy to collect stuff in, and then others can be quite deadly. Yeah, okay, so this is actually a real pickle of one. Let me see if I have bombs. We have 10 bombs. The difficulty is that we would actually face a real dangerous threat here. We don't have the best weapons. I didn't collect any of the weapons from the Amiibos this time. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to go down there, and we're going to be attacked by what's called gloom hands. I don't actually want to fight them this time, but if you stay out of their reach, then they'll eventually wither away and just go poof. So we'll let that happen, and then we'll continue to search out the rest of the cave. They're going to pop up, and then after a few minutes, they're going to wither away and vanish, leaving behind something called a dark clump. So, oddly enough, it doesn't look like the gloom hands want to go away. So I'm actually just waiting for them to go around to the other side of that column, and then I'm going to run for this shrine. The Taki-Ihiban Shrine. So this is a new type of shrine. We have what's called Rauru's Blessing, the Taki-Ihiban Shrine. So we collect a chest for getting past the gloom hands and get the Light of Blessing. A large Zonai charge, a Zonai charge with massive energy stored within. Put it in a Zonai device dispenser or use it temporarily to prevent a Zonai energy cell from losing power. Visitor to this Shrine of Light, that which imprisons and purifies the ancient evil. You have done well to reach this place. We offer this light that will cleanse you of evil. It works the same as the other Lights of Blessing. And it'll just zap a little bit of the vapors of evil out of our arm. And give us the Light of Blessing. We're ready to get a little bit of our stamina wheel and an extra heart next time we find the goddess statue. May the Light of Blessing grant you the strength you seek. Alright, now, I do want to look, see if we should expect the gloom hands to reappear. Yeah, they're still there. Just waiting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Ascend to get out of here. We will deal with the gloom hands at a later time when we are well equipped. And it's a beautiful day. Nothing gloomy about these parts. So, we got the pine trees. Whoa, it's a pebble. I've never sat one upside down before. Look at this. That's hilarious. So, it appears that the tower is up on top of this jetting out piece of the land, but it's surrounded by waters. So we need to find something that we can use to build a bridge to carry us up there to get inside. Thankfully, Hudson's provided building materials. So we will bring it over here and then set it in the water. Lift it up. Move it to the land. Bring it back to us. Bring it down. Get on. Use recall. Get ourselves up there. the Lindor's Brow Skyview Tower. Thankfully, we got the travel gate now, so when we head back to Lookout Landing to find Hestu, we can just get ourselves right back here. Link is experienced in this particular process, so he's not scared of the claws this time. Surface map updated. Also, the skies map's updated. So what's crazy is that from here we could really fly or fall down to any number of places. And it's just a nice idea to check out the area on the way down, see what we might see. Okay, there's islands in the sky to take advantage of later. There's a geoglyph out there in the Hebra. The red ring represents another chasm going down into the depths. We will get to those sometime soon. Other islands that are closer to the ground. Larger bodies of water. The castle out in the distance. And another tower there, or southward. From here, I'm just going to go ahead and travel to Lookout Landing. Good to know that there's a shrine over there on that side of the lands that we were on. That looks like it was a little westward of where we happened to be. Alright, and we are surprised to find somebody right here. So they did it. Well, look at this. Are you the one I saw flying around the sky? It's great to meet the first one to ever be launched from a Skyview tower. A real historic moment. Hey, what's your name? Link. Link, you say? Hold on there. Really, your name's Link. Hey, buddy. You've got the same name as that famous swordsman. Ha, good for you. Pretty big name to live up to, though. Funny, so we never met Penn. He mustn't have been in Hyrule in Breath of the Wild. Must have come back to these parts since then. Clearly he is one of the Rito. Kind of reminds me of how Cass was different from all the other Rito and Master Canelli. I'm Penn, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I'm writing an article about this event, so folks everywhere will know about the Skyview Towers being activated. I'd better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I've had to flap all over the place to cover the news. Hey, we could use another reporter. You should join us. Seemed like a brave type and all. That's what it takes. Our newspaper is based in Hebra to the northwest. You'll find it near the bridge that leads to Rito Village. Stop by if you're up for the adventure of a lifetime in the newspaper biz. Until then, so long! And he's out of here. Interesting fella. Now we're just looking around to see if we find Hestu, and if he is already here, he should be on the other side of Lookout Landing. Yeah. I have expected him not to be here. On some other part on the way. We'll be able to get our other stashes larger.
It's you, we meet again. It's been a while, huh?
Not even a day, really.
So this place was built recently, huh? It's got a good vibe, and I figure it's safe since there's lots of people here. There are so many monsters all over these days, so I'm going to stay here and relax for a while. Oh, hang on a moment. Do you have a Korok seed? You do. You got a Korok seed from one of the forest children. If you give me Korok seeds, I'll expand the size of your inventory. So you want more room?
Yes.
Shamaka!
And this time it's blue. So shields are blue, bows are green, weapons are red.
Da-na-na-na-na.
And he smells more, so we will expand the weapons again. I've heard that there are 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild, and 1,000 of them in Tears of the Kingdom. The most I ever collected on purpose was about 460 in Breath of the Wild for the inventory expansions. Maybe collected a few extra after that, but not on purpose. The early expansions make a considerable difference.
Shakala, come back again.
Thanks, Hestu. That's all we can do for now, so I'm going to get ourselves back to the tower. Lindor's Brow Skyview Tower. So from here, I need to get my bearings. I want to head southeastward, so it looks like it's this direction. And from here, we're going to continue traveling northwest. Maybe one of these days we'll make it to Rito Village. There's always something new and interesting to check out. I was interested in attacking this monster camp, but I'm really eager to make some new progress, so I'm just going to catch the road. So thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this part. It seems like there is so much to do in this game, we're never going to make any progress, but we are actually making a significant dent in this territory, this region of the map. So we are going to continue on from here next time. But God bless you all. I'll see you then. Cheers.